Yeah, I mean, the way that I'm looking at this too, and I've mentioned this, and maybe this is very stupid. Maybe this is a very dumb opinion. Maybe it's like loser mentality. I don't know. We're going to talk about loser mentality as well when we get to the Penguins. But I'm looking at this deal as so much more than just like a right now for baseball rewarding Bryan Reynolds deal. I'm looking at it as setting a precedent for future guys in the organization too when it's time to sign them to extensions. Like, this is us showing players that are here. Now, Bryan Reynolds wasn't drafted and developed fully in the Pirates system, right? But he was part of the McCutchen trade. But that perform here, that we are willing to pay you market or above market value. In this case, they're probably getting a bit of a discount when you look at these other deals that are being handed out and what Bryan Reynolds provides. Point nonetheless. We are willing to reward the guys when that time comes. So I think that this is a great way. This is the contract to me that is the most important contract in Pittsburgh Pirates history. And I'm not saying that like trying to be like with hyperbole or anything. I legitimately believe that because I think you're starting to set a precedent for what O'Neal Cruz is for guys further down. Endy Rodriguez, hopefully at some point. You know, I don't know. Like I'm sitting here going through guys in the organization. Like T. Bryan's already paid. I don't know who else right now that we're really thinking about is like could get these $100+ million deals. But I don't know. That's just where I'm at with it. Like I think it's important, obviously, for Bryan Reynolds in the future of this baseball team, but I think it's also important just to establish like that type of culture and willingness to pay guys when they perform, rewarding them.
No, I think that makes sense. Because if you're a minor leaguer in the team or you're getting drafted by the Pirates and you see them, they're not rewarding the guys that are performing for them with these contracts, then what are you really playing towards? You're
How
playing
many
towards a
guys are
trade.
drafted by the Pirates and are like, okay, I'm going to be here until, I'm looking for my first MLB contract, like legit contract. Like most guys are probably looking at it like maybe I'm here until I hit free agency, but most likely I'm going to be part of like a trade at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's not just the Pirates. I'm sure there's other organizations that people have similar interests
Sure.
in, or similar thoughts about. But I think that needs to change. And to your point, I think that this would be a great example for that because if you're a guy that's in low A or you're just getting drafted double A, you're watching the Pirates reward the guys, then you can think like that's something that that's a goal. I'm going to get that contract, and maybe that helps you perform better. But yeah, it's a culture change. It's setting that precedent. And like I said, to me, if I had control over it, lock them in a room. You have 48 hours until first pitch on Friday.
Yeah, I mean, 8/130 to me even is, a steal. Basically, I think for what he's going to provide over the first, 5-6 years of that contract, and then it's like, kind of whatever. But $130 million over 8 years would be $16.25 million a season. You look at what MLB, market value is to me, that's anything under 20 million to me is like, wow. Like I can't believe that got done. But that is the number that he was at, and they even got him lower than that. But again, if I'm the Pirates, I wouldn't do that either. So I completely get not wanting if you can get that opt out after like year 5 or something, I think it's more palatable. After year 4, to me, right, it really doesn't make sense for the team to do.
Yeah, no,